Okay, hi. I'm trying out some new audio settings, so hopefully this works. Oh, hey, Sylvanas. Yeah, kneel before your queen. You're not, I'm not undead, so that doesn't quite work, but sure. Crowley and Nat, an insect waiting to be crushed beneath my boots, so he thinks to rouse the feral Worgen of Silverpine. We shall show him his allies the might of the Forsaken. But first we must clean up the mess made by the Warchief's fleet. Without their aid, we may lose this war. Reinforcements from Kalimdor arrived last night. 3 Orc gunships full of supplies, weapons, and soldiers. 3 Orc gunships lost to Bloodfang's damned Worgen. How could an entire Orc fleet lose to a small band of enemy combatants that lack any siege weaponry? An important question that you will answer for me. Gather your gear and report to the Orc Admiral Hatchet at the Forsaken rear guard southwest of here. Get those orcs operational, Taco. I await your full report. Okay. That's what we're gonna go do. So, yeah, hopefully this is gonna go quickly. More stuff has been coming out about Battle for Azeroth, and the more that comes out, the happier I am. I'll leave this in my bag, I guess. I don't really need it. Yeah, that's the only... Hillspread Foothills is our next zone, but we're not going to do that yet. We have some other stuff we need to do. Sorry, I'm adjusting my noise gate just to make sure things are okay. And I'm going to run... I'm going to be using this series specifically to do some testing on things that I want to try out for later. Ooh, hey. Oh, yeah, I forgot that I'm... Okay, a rare. A rare is always good. Please stop turning towards them. Please kill the rare, because that's actually a scary thing. Alright, now we need to take out these bears before I get killed. I don't know what it... Oh, it was just using sleep. Yeah, I was going to take a nap. Okay, so we killed Bolglyph. I don't know who that is, but he dropped some gloves that we... Are we going to use these? No, they're worse than what we have. Yeah, I know how to use bags and stuff. I don't need you to tell me. I wish I could turn that stuff off, but it's always new characters get that. What was this? Arcane Familiar? Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's have an Arcane Familiar out. And that's actually a really good, like, that's crazy good. Increases max mana by 10, has a 10% by 10%. Wow, okay. That's actually an amazing, racial. Interesting. So the allied race is getting some cool racial abilities, it looks like. I don't know. I'm excited for that, though. But yeah, let's go talk to, This is the orc pirate. Look at... She's just drinking that spyglass in. Yeah. Just waiting for their dialogue to end. This fiasco may go down as one of the biggest embarrassments in the history of naval warfare. How did this happen? Drunk happened, that's how. We may not have to live down the shame of this defeat, Taka. The warchief will likely have us all executed instead. I'll be damned if we don't go down without a fight. Although the whole beachhead is overrun by Bloodfang Worgen, there may still be hope. I want you to accompany one of our sea pups to the beachhead directly west of here and recover our supplies. Return to me when the pup can carry no more. Alright, and what do you have? It's the goblin's fault, Nightborn. Yeah, you're drunk. You see, we set off for Silverpine from Bilgewater Harbor over in Azshara. Huge mistake that was. Never has such a den of iniquity and sin existed in our great empire. Those damnable goblins fueled our every vice and set us off to sail with barrels full of ale. The shame of it all leaves a mark greater than any scar. Honor must be restored. Kill the Bloodfang Worgen that ambushed us. They're scavenging the wreckage to the southwest. Alright, and we have a quest from Tim and his weird chicken. Look at this fucking thing. Okay, Arcane Familiar, thank you.
What now?
Have you seen the huge lumbering Ettins roaming the forest? Cursed things came from Grelneas. Now they wander the land, searching for their next juicy meal. We managed to subjugate and utilize some of them to haul our wagons. But the others, well, they must be killed. Fortunately, we can't spare any soldiers to do the job. That's where you come in. I have a plan, but it's going to require some materials. Head out into the forest around this base and collect diseased beast organs. Alright. We will do that after we get the rest of the stuff done. So, let's just start blinking forward and... Evocation returns all of my mana over 5.5 seconds. Okay. Well, since we're right here, and you're right here, I guess I'll kill you. Wow, that Arcane Familiar is just really good. It does damage and increases my... And it lasts an hour. It's really good. Yeah, that's... Huh. I kind of want to try being a fire mage out at some point, but we'll do that in a second. We'll do that after this quest set is done. Maybe the next episode I'll be a fire mage. Not 100% sure. But yeah, hopefully all the audio stuff is working. I've messed with some things and I pretty much have to be eating my microphone, and I'm hoping that's not making everything sound awful right now. But this series is going to be a test bed for me trying out things to improve the channel. So yeah. But new BFA things have come out, and it's so cool. It's so cool. Hunters are now, our survival hunters, which are my main spec, are going to be a mixed, like, ranged and melee spec, instead of just pure melee with a thrown hatchet like there used to be.
I require
Whoa, what was that? Oh, with full arcane charge, it does like a ton of damage. Okay, I need to remember that, because that's useful. Holy crap. But yeah, BFA, the new stuff with for my hunter looks so amazing. The animation stuff aren't done, but we're getting back Serpent Sting, which we haven't had in what, since Warlords? Yeah, so it's been a couple of years since we've had Serpent Sting. We're also getting back, we're getting our, like, gadgets back. Because we used to have, like, weird gadgets as, we used to have, like, explosive arrow, or explosive shot, and all these other, like, weird things, and we didn't have those with, we just had traps, and they took the traps pretty much away from everybody else. And like, we were missing a lot of that stuff, and I'm glad we're getting it back, but they're like mixing it with these melee attacks and the ability to make our melee attacks ranged. Like, Aspect of the Eagle now makes it so that, what was it? If you use Aspect of the Eagle, Raptor Strikes gains a 40-foot range, and instead of slashing with your spear, you slash your spear into the air, and a spectral eagle shoots out of it at your target, which is really cool looking. Like, it looks really cool, and on top of that, it also is just really awesome to see. Like, I'm super stoked for like the new stuff they're doing with my spec, and it looks like Windwalker monks are getting a huge like rework and stuff. But I'm really excited for what this expansion's gonna do, because it's doing some really cool stuff, and from everything that everybody's talking about who's in the alpha, like that alpha is apparently fantastic. Like that zone, the new zones are amazing and stuff, and there's just so much cool things in the Battle for Azeroth stuff. I'm so excited for it. All right, let's get him back here so he doesn't die. Hey, Captain. Within these crates are held steel thunder. With our weaponry returned, we might have a chance to redeem ourselves. He's okay.
What do you need?
Looks as if you really gave those Worgen a beating, and in the process lifted the shame haze they cast over us. Perhaps the sea dogs will quit drinking now. Oh, I skipped a thing. Huh. Vengeance is all-consuming, Taco. Our third ship sank off the coast of the Skittering Dock somewhere northwest of here. The men that took it off... The men that made it off that boat were either captured or killed by the Skitterweb spiders. For now, the spiders must die. All of them. Travel the Skittering Dark and crush those insects. Be on the lookout for their matriarch. Perhaps if we can find her, we can end this menace forever. Alright. Some would say that we are lucky to be alive. Those people would be idiots. At least, had we died, we would not have to face the Warchief's wrath. Alas, what's done is done. Now we must attempt to regain our lost honor. The third ship in our fleet sank off the coast of the Skittering Dock northwest of here. Those that made it to shore quickly found themselves swarmed by giant spiders of the area and encased in webbing. If there are survivors, we must get them freed. Go, Taco, to the Skittering Dark. Alright, and we will turn this in. And we are Forsaken. This is how we do it, Mage. Excellent. Now, to prepare the meal. Take this cage, Mage. I've placed inside it one of my own mutated bush chickens with a few slight modifications. Within the butt of this bush chicken is a stick of dynamite laced with gunk from the diseased organs you brought me. Take the cage out into the wild surrounding forest and locate the wandering forest Etten. Release the chickens, sit back as my masterwork does its job. The ensuing explosion will be sufficient to kill the Etten or greatly weaken it, allowing you to finish it off. Alright, let's go kill this Etten that I saw over here. Yep, we just have a chicken with a stick of diseased dynamite in its ass. That's World of Warcraft. That's definitely World of Warcraft. That doesn't surprise me at all. We'll eventually hit one of the Outhouse ones. I know Outland has one, but we're not doing Outland. We're going to skip right over Outland. I am not doing Outland at all. I'm not going to touch that zone. Hey, buddy. Why... Okay. This is actually really bad, but sure. My familiar attacked it and didn't.
I do not have a target.
Okay. Let's try to get this taken care of. Oh boy, that was actually bad. So the new leveling also rebalanced everything to actually be kind of tough. Like, you can get your full rotation out and you actually have to worry about health now. Because before it was, you'd walk through, like when I leveled my warrior through here, I just walked through and machine gunned down everything. Well, I just hacked through everything in one hit. Like, my warrior came through and it was just like, slam, 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 done, walk away. Whirlwind all day, all night, and it's done. And now this, you actually have to pay attention to what you're doing, you have to pay attention to your health, the enemies, and make sure you don't have too many pulls at once. It's like playing the game back when, like, that stuff mattered while leveling, and it's nice because it makes the game fun again. It makes it a challenge, which was not for a long time. I was about to say, why can't I loot you? I would like to. Oh, crap. I didn't realize there would be things in there. Let's go with, yeah. Let's just go with that. Alright, so we have 3 casts of Arcane Volley. Didn't mean to do that. Ooh, you're a rare. Kill you.
I do not have a target.
Oh, now they're all duking it out. Okay. Mages are fun. Why didn't anybody tell me mages are actually good to play? I've tried leveling a mage so many times. Like, I've made Taco 4 times and then deleted her and then made her again and deleted her. I get really bored. Damn it. Come on. Where's the rest of these guys? Man, this is like old wreckage from... This is old wreckage from the Scourge days. Not the Scourge, well, yeah. The Cult of the Damned days. Like, this is old Warcraft 3 relics. From when they came through this area. Because this is like the area that... Oh, yeah, their stealth shit. This is the, like... So, I said that I would talk about this stuff a bit more, because a couple of my friends who have not really ever played Warcraft said that they wanted to check this series out, because I said I was doing it. So I'll explain this. So, hopefully, I'm not going to explain the Lich King. The Lich King was a prince of this area who got his soul stolen, because he kind of went crazy trying to get some vengeance on a demon, and then... Oh, Jesus Christ. Just give me my orcs. And... Oh my god. There's so few orcs and so many of everything else. But yeah, the entire reason was his land got invaded by a thing called the Cult of the Damned. The Cult of the Damned worked for the Lich King, who in turn was a minion of one of the major generals in Sargeras' demon army. It's a whole thing. But he, like, the land got infected and most of it got wiped out by the cult. Well, not 100%, like a bunch of cities got wiped out, but Arthas stopped it and swore vengeance and kind of went crazy, searching for a way to kill Tichondrius. Was Tichondrius, right? I don't remember now. I can't remember if it was Tichondrius or one of the other 3. I know it wasn't Varamothras. It was Tichondrius, right? No, Tichondrius was the other one, wasn't he? It was Mal'Ganis. Mal'Ganis. That there are 4 major dreadlords from Warcraft 3 that matter. Mal'Ganis is one of them. But they, he ends up going to Northrend, finds a sword that the moment he touches it steals his soul. He kills one of his better friends, and then, well, doesn't kill him. He thinks he kills him, though. And then travels back and, listening to the whispers of the sword, ends up coming back, killing his father, and razing his homeland, turning it into an undead wasteland. We'll see some of that. We'll probably pass through, like one of the Plague Land sets. I'm not sure. I'm going to try to stay on Eastern Kingdoms. Just because Eastern Kingdoms, I find, has the more interesting of the storylines in it. Because there's a lot of stuff that I am personally attached to here. With Arthas and the Lich King and Warcraft 3 lore. But there's a... he comes back and just destroys everything. So there's like remnants of all of this old shit that happened here still around. Like those,
I need to target something first.
Those old catapult wagons were part of that, and they would throw dead, rotting corpses at things, and they'd explode and stuff like that. Warcraft 3 was cool. Maybe I'll do a Warcraft 3 LP someday. I could do that. But they... Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot you from here. And while your animation plays, I'm just gonna kill you so that I don't actually have to fight you. Most of it. Yep, done. Okay, cool. So yeah, they end up wiping out pretty much all of Lordaeron, which was the main human settlement, essentially, besides Stormwind. And Lordaeron had always been beset by trolls, because the humans moved into troll lands, took over part of it, and the trolls were like, nah, we don't like that, and so there was a whole thing there. There was years and years and years of war between trolls and humans, whatever, blah, 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 blah. We'll actually probably see some of that with the Gurubashi at some point, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. We might see the Gurubashi stuff. We might be out of here long before then, though. But we end up, like, this land gets super screwed up. Arthas starts losing control. Sylvanas breaks away from him and takes her banshees with him, or with her. Not all of them, but some of them. She gets her body back after, because he killed her at one point. It's a whole long thing. But she gets her body back and goes and takes over as the leader of the Forsaken, who are the undead who regained their free will after Arthas started losing his powers before going and becoming the Lich King. And then the rest of the Forsaken are the ones who joined. You rescued all of our people. Yeah, I meant to read that. Loktar, Taco. Once the ale wears off, my orcs will be ready. Okay, cool. What is this? Counterspell? Yeah, that's an interrupt, so that goes there. But yeah, so you have to deal with a lot of that kind of stuff. What? Okay, last one likely. Was there any ever doubt? I can no match for science. Okay. Hands you an envelope sealed. This is your commendation letter. It's the least I could do given the circumstances. Return to Lady Sylvanas. Let her inform her of our status to know that we will be ready to march on her command. Goodbye. You're an excellent soldier. Northeast, ma'am. To the Forsaken High Command. Yep. Okay, so now we're going up here. Because, yeah, we're going back the way we came, and then we're going to head all the way down here. I think we're going to go head to the Sepulchre next. And then, I know there's some deep Elm Mine stuff, and then Amber Hill, and the Forsaken Front. And then after the Greymane Wall stuff, we should be heading to Hillsbrad. So we might be like 30 or 35 by the time we get out of here, I think. Maybe? Depends. We're going to start really kicking up on leveling soon, because I'm actually going to do quests. But yeah, so the Forsaken are like this group of undead who all broke free from the Lich King, willingly or not. And so they view Sylvanas as their queen, because they see her as one of the ones who helped break them free. And then there's been strife within this Forsaken. I find this Forsaken as a race super interesting. I just don't like playing one. That's like the main difference. Alright, Sylvanas. And the orcs.
We will slaughter anyone
raises an eyebrow. So the orcs are in order. Reads a commendation letter. Cover their supplies, kill this dozen worgen, topple an Enten, free their soldiers, and destroy the Skitterweb matriarch. I say this rarely, Taco, but I'm impressed. Perhaps your ability will match your aspirations. We shall see. For now, you will be tested. Okay. Fenris Isle stands defiant at the heart of Lordaeron Lake, a cruel memory of the time long since past. Though no longer infested by null vermin, a new threat has emerged. Human refugees, driven from their holdings in Hillsbrad, have fled to Fenris Isle in hopes of escaping defeat at our hands. Critical error on their part. You are to take Agatha with you to Fenris Isle and slaughter all humans. She will raise the fallen as Forsaken, bolstering our forces in the process. Do not fail me. Hey, Agatha. Let's go. Oh. Agatha. Fine, whatever. She'll meet up with us later. But yeah, we are. I want to see. Is there a way to tell how far we? Okay, we're 2 of 6 chapters into the Silverpine Forest story. So actually, not a ton left. Once we're done with the story here, I'm just going to move on to Hillsbrad, and we're going to go. And then once we hit a certain point, like if we run out of areas that have good stories and we're not 60 yet, I'll just quick grind out a couple levels. Because there are some zones that just have bad stories. Hey, Agatha. Do I have levitate? No. I can't levitate. That sucks. How come Mages don't get levitate, but priests do. Okay, Agatha, yeah, she sees all, I know. Hey, time warp. Warp flow of time. Yeah, it's just a what you call it, lust or heroism. Oh, you give me water walking. Thank you. Death walk, able to walk in water. Okay, well, thanks. I wish I would have seen that. Oh yeah, and she has the horn that scares them too, which is super nice. Agatha's an awesome companion. I wish I could keep her. I wish she could just be my friend forever. But she's only here for this quest chain. And she's only here to make new Forsaken. That's a cool attack. The Arcane Blast thing, where it just summons, like, arcane energy around them, is really cool, honestly. I kind of really like it. Oh. Oh, but it... Oh, you want to burn it, though, because you end up running out of mana. Okay. And then you have to evocate... Okay, so this is actually kind of like, This actually feels kind of a little bit like playing a Black Mage in Final Fantasy. Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna keep these episodes a little longer, like closer to half-hour length than 20-minute length, just because this will never end before the battle comes out if I don't. Like, I need to have this done before Battle for Azeroth, or because I cannot have 2 Warcraft series going. So we're gonna go through this, and we're only going to 100. We don't need to do Legion stuff. I do want to finish that old Warlords of Draenor LP that I started and then lost because I lost a bunch of hours of. I lost so much footage. I lost so much. I recorded for like a day and a half, and then went to go edit, and then thought I converted it all and didn't, and lost all of it. Because I deleted the raw thinking I had converted it all. So I come back and there's just... I went to go edit and I only had the raw audio and no video, and I'm like, well, that's... It was like 4 hours lost. I still had some of it, but I could have probably gotten another like 15 or 20 episodes out of what I had, but I still had like 4 hours of recording just gone, and it was like, well... That was, and I think, an entire zone in that game, in that expansion, and I was like, well, that's done. The storyline is one continuous thing. I cannot redo a save or anything, so... And I didn't have any other characters at 90 even, let alone at that level. So, or let alone near Warlords at the time, so I was just like, well, I guess that's just gonna go away now. Goodbye. So I'd like to finish Warlords, because Warlords had some cool moments, even if it was a kind of a train wreck in terms of what it did. These guys, Alright, there we go. So, Risen, Forsaken. I see everything, Taco. Through Agatha, all is known to me. You must strike at their leaders. You will find them holed up in the old keep. Battle your way inside and find the holdouts. Turn them for your queen. None shall escape the mighty grasp of the Forsaken. Okay, so these are actually tough guys here. These are all elites. Like, every guard in here is an elite, which sucks. Once we hit the cutscene at the end of this quest, then I'll end this episode, and we'll start up again tomorrow. Oh, jeez. Came through here with some... Oh, I came through here with Garfield not too long ago, leveling. So I know bits of this quest chain, although I didn't even get out of the Silver Pines, so we're gonna definitely see things I have not seen yet. Man, I really wish I had a self-heal. I really wish I had some sort of healing. This kind of sucks. Not... I'm gonna have to learn how to cook. I'm gonna really have to learn how to cook and just keep food with me. Sorry, girl. You in the way. I gotta end you. She can't hit me, which is nice. She's not moving. I think she's broken. That's fine by me. Okay. Be up here, and then... yes. Forsaken have broken through your defenses, Magistrate. You are out of time. A decision must be made. Die in battle and be raised as a servant of the Forsaken, or drink in my blood and be reborn as Worken, immune to the depravity of the Forsaken. Help us destroy the Forsaken and retake Lordaeron for the Alliance. You would rather die than be turned into Worgen, but seeing as how even death provides no relief from the atrocities of this war, we choose vengeance. Yeah, we should definitely run. They're gonna be coming after us too, like crazy. So, yep, see. Thank you, Agatha. You are saving our asses. So Agatha is like immortal here. She's also got a mana shield, so they'd have to break her mana before they can even touch her health, and she has way more health than any of them will ever have. I also love how she just carries, like, look at her, she's so strong. Like, she just doesn't give a shit. Like, look at her. I love Agatha. Agatha's the best. She's just carrying us like we're nothing. I love it. I don't think she says anything throughout this. Like, I think all she says is, like, we have to get back to the Queen. We have to tell her. And, like, shit like that. Alright, let's, I had to get a drink. Let's tell Sylvanas. Yeah, no, she doesn't say anything there past a run.
What are we, if not...
It would seem that Crowley is more formidable than I anticipated. Still, he is a man, flesh and bone, full of secrets that I know all about. You've served me well. I could use someone of your ability at Sepulchre. I have a plan to deal with Crowley and his insurgents once and for all. Will you help? Yes. What is flesh and bone? Ride with me to Sepulchre, Taka. There are many things I wish to discuss with you. It is imperative that you understand the history of Lordaeron and the plight of the Forsaken. Oh, okay. Well, we have to do this, and then I'll end it.
I have not always been the Banshee Queen, and my people have not always been the Forsaken. Long ago, this land comprised the northern kingdoms of Lordaeron, ruled by King Taranis Menethil. Taranis had a son named Arthas. Arthas. Even saying his name makes my body quiver in rage. This man-child, Arthas, took for himself a cursed blade known as Frostmourne. Through Frostmourne, Arthas killed his own father and raised this land along with every living creature in it. My own death came at the hands of Arthas, when he and his armies sacked my homeland, Quel'Thalas, and murdered my people. In his vast cruelty, Arthas severed my spirit from my body and raised me as a banshee to serve in his Scourge army. A similar fate befell all that would die to the Scourge war machine. In death, they were reborn as mindless undead, but Arthas was not invincible. With each passing day, his power waned, his grip over the will of the damned loosening. It was when Arthas was at his weakest that I struck. And though the hour of his atonement had come, the worm managed to escape his fate, returning to the frozen wastes of Northrend. With Arthas gone, so too was the control he held over the undead masses of Lordaeron. After recovering my body, I freed the remaining scourge that were left behind. From the cruelty and mercilessness of Arthas, the man who would be Lich King, the Forsaken were born. Our goal, our sole purpose, was to destroy the Lich King. We threw our lot in with the Horde, and began our journey towards redemption. Now, the Lich King is dead, and we have returned. The people who called this land their home in life, do so in death as well. But the Alliance does not recognize our rights. They claim this land as their own, while attempting to invalidate the claims of the founders of this kingdom. I will never allow it. Never! Lordaeron belongs to the Forsaken. Always and forever.
There's a reason I really like Sylvanas. Anyway, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a nice night.